Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You ain't going nowhere. Hey,
On first down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
51, Mike 51. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 51 to Mike, boy. 58.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about whatever.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 43. Watch the twit. Watch the twit.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, baby. Hey, Delta. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
61, matchbox lights.
From the 39, Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
At their own 18-yard line.
Hey,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now it's Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Locke. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go. Blue draw quarters. 18 Gator.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Watch the safety creep.
Bud.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Come on,
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Alpha.
Mike.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready.
Mike, 44. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Broncos score. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, They have refined route running ability.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't doing red 80. Undercrush. Twist. Red 80. Tight dog.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check the backer. Check 26. Hatchet.
Darnold from the gun. He's got the hook up to Lee. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Lock now on 1st down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Mike 51. Let's go, team.
Hey, Zoo.
It's going to be a long day.
Keep dribbling.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw it is Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To try again after the sack. Locke, screen pass to Lindsey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun on third down, Locke. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. He's crashing. He's checking crash. 25. Check 25.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Completes it to Lee. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Watch safety green. Watch it.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent. And
he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
At the 39-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Now Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. Third down here.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Dancing to his left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Ready?
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Christian travel. Go.
Here's Lindsey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Ready?
On play action, Lock. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette, 77 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Lock now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Lock going to throw. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now a carry for Lindsey. They find some open field here. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, right back to Lindsey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
44. Watch the run.
They'll try to draw Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 50 plant.
Man, that's trash.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get it.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will shave 1 more off this lead.
Jaguars 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, 79 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
6 guard, check 6 guard. Under 10, 10.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schwartz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's Darnold. This one caught by Lee. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Single. Check 31. Same. Yo, 80.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Don't throw this one.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Topper! Hey, exit.
Double let him breathe, defense. Switch.
Hit it.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Let's go.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good, and that will get them 1 closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run here with Lindsey. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Broncos 38, Jaguars 35.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Locke. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They need weapons. Y'all ready? Jim. Check, lady.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Again, it's Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check. Crunch.
61, matchbox lights.
Now it's Darnold. This is caught. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Denver has the first down, to play going for 15 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Locke throwing on target to Fant.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Darnold now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, switch gears.
Now it's Darnold. And connecting here with DJ Chark. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Darnold now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.